Yeah, we've just
Yeah.
kind of seen this next little burst of the cloud coverage, at least along the shoreline, and it is taking aim at the I-5 corridor, but we still anticipate a ray of sunshine to rain down here and there as the temperatures out along the shoreline very comfortable. 53 in Lincoln City right now with those gray skies as current conditions show those popcorn clouds over downtown Portland on this Wednesday afternoon. 49 degrees is where we currently stand. Our sunrise this morning at 7:23, the sunset tonight at 5:27. So we're seeing that approach 5:30. I can't wait for those 6 o'clock sunsets when you head home from work. It's just a little bit more nice to see the rays of sunshine by the evening time frame. But there's that next little batch of cloud coverage already marching its way on shore. It's not going to be widespread. It's not going to stop the sunshine from raining down as we work our way into the evening hours. There will be a few more breaks as we progress through the next several hours, but at least our winds behaving themselves. They're primarily onshore right now, but out at PDX, expecting to see them transition just a little bit more out of the northeast as they start to pick up speed, nearing about 25-mile-per-hour gusts as we move through the overnight hours. So if you got those wind chimes, you might be hearing them later tonight as high pressure dries us out today, and it has a clockwise rotation with it. So it's able to kind of push in some of that cloud coverage, but as it moves overhead, we enter into what we like to call the warm sector of our next storm. So that's right before that cold front moves its way into western Oregon and Washington, and that means a warming trend is on the horizon. We're talking about spring-like temperatures for us before those spring-like showers push their way back on shore along with the cloud coverage late Thursday night into Friday. So here's our futurecast all timed out for you. There's the mix of sun and clouds for the rest of this afternoon. By the time we get to tomorrow morning, another healthy dose of sunshine. Soak up that vitamin D while it lasts because it's far and few between in the month of February as we hold on to those mostly sunny skies by the time we get to tomorrow afternoon. Now, by Thursday evening, that's when our next cold front pushes its way on shore. You can see those converging winds along with some heavy downpours at times, but this is not necessarily a super soaker event. Once that front moves through, it will drop our temperatures slightly with a stray raindrop or two potential for the remainder of Friday. So over the next 48 hours, we anticipate just at about 1/10 of an inch of rain for the Portland metro area. Salem slightly lesser amounts, but closer to a 1/2 inch for the coast as our snow elevation is on the move by this weekend. The caveat is it will be dry for us in the valley locations as just a light little dusting is expected to maybe 3 inches by the time we get to Friday. But Valentine's Day now just right around the corner. On average, Portland sees a temperature on Valentine's Day of about 51 degrees. The average precip is a little bit more than 1/10 of an inch. And you'll remember back in 2021, it was quite snowy, but that was all building up. It was a multi-day event. The record snowfall for Valentine's Day itself is 2 inches, last set back in 1959. And overall, we typically see our temperatures begin to warm in the month of February as we approach March with an average daytime high of 57, but we're expecting 56 degrees for our afternoon high on Thursday. The last time we saw highs that warm was back on November 14th of last year. 50 degrees is our expected daytime high today with a mix of sun and clouds. 7-day forecast does keep us on the dry side Thursday, but you might be saying, Josh, why do we have 70% chance on Thursday? Well, that's at about 8, 9 o'clock in the evening. So at least during the daylight hours, we will get the full dose of the sunshine before the next batch of rain moves in on Friday. Drier conditions for the weekend, but it will stay cloudy before the next batch of wind. Rain moves in Monday. Valentine's Day, much colder. And Jenny, we are watching those snow elevations here as we work our way into the middle of next week. Still a little too soon to say if we'll actually see a snow flurry or two.
I mean, I'm in the camp of no snow flurry.
I think you,
Yes.
me, a lot of folks at home.
A lot of people, yes. Okay, we'll be right back with more news and a final look at that forecast. Stick around.